Good evening, everyone. So we know NoviTech conducting Tech Aware 22 program for 3 days, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So yesterday, the software development is successfully completed as per the schedule. Today, 17/2/2022, electronics development. I welcome you all for this wonderful session on electronics development, Tech Aware 22. Okay. So is it clear? Is it audible to all of you? So can I get a quick confirmation in the chat box? Yeah, thank you, Mr. Verma, for your confirmation. So, as I'm told, so as per the schedule today, the electronics development. Before enter into the sessions, I would like to introduce ourselves to all of you. So we are NoviTech R&D Pvt Ltd. It's a technological company specialized in product engineering with main focus to industries, automotive and robotics and industrial electronics. So we are doing an academic project training for both engineering and arts college students and faculty development programs and hands-on workshops and in-plant trainings and internship. So and we are now manufacturing the products for top industries by our R&D department. Okay, so let's enter into the session. So this is our today's agenda. So what is the topics we are going to see today? So first, the embedded system. So what is the embedded system and what we need for developing an embedded, and then wired and wireless protocols, and emerging technology, Internet of Things, and artificial intelligence, and how can we merge the artificial intelligence with the Internet of Things, and then image processing and open computer vision, and robotics and VLSI, some communications like that. Okay, so first, embedded system. So I hope all of you are, know the embedded systems. All the electronic students and electrical students know about the embedded system. So I'm give a short introduction about the embedded system. So it's nothing but it's a combination of hardware and software. For example, so if you were take your daily life device like your mobile phone, your laptop, or your televisions, so they have some hardware part and software part, no? So that's called the embedded system. So embedded means it's merging. Okay. So and the second point, so perform your specific functions, needs to working for only specific function, that's it. So that's why it's called a embedded system. Okay, so if it is doing a multiple process, means it's a computer systems. So this is another part. Okay, so what is the main example of embedded system? So this is our washing machine. So if you take a washing machine, so instead of that washing machine, you have a bunch of hardwares and softwares. Okay, so we have some timers and some integrated circuits and display, so and some buttons, so some input and output devices and some motors. So these all are the hardwares, no? So and we need one software for performing the operations. So we need a one programming language. Okay, so as I am told, so they have a hardware and software, and the second point, it's only for the washing purpose. So that's why it's called as a perfect example of embedded system. Okay, so and we have tell the lot of examples of embedded systems, air conditioner, so and the Xerox machine and microwave oven. So these all are the embedded systems. Okay, so and if you are a electronics engineer, or if you are a some embedded engineer means definitely we have a lot of recruitment in electronics like this home appliances companies. Okay, so let's see. So where can we use this embedded system? So embedded system is totally is ruled the world now today's. The first we can start with the electronics. If you take a laptop, keyboard, the wireless keyboard, and earphones. So these all are the things have some embedded systems because it have on hardware and software, and it's for the some specific functions. And medical field, the MRI scanner and the the X-ray scanner, and then automotive industries like our automobile. So it have a lot of sensors inside of our vehicles, car, a van, bus, anything. So it have a lot of sensors, and all the sensors is connected with only one processor. Okay, these all the communications is controlled by the programming. Okay, so and then telecommunications like our antenna and security systems, face recognition and fingerprints recognition, and robotics, agricultural robot and humanoid robot and industrial robots like that. So we can use this embedded system for every domain in the world. Okay, so next we start with the hardware. So what we have for the hardware in embedded system, so microprocessor and microcontroller, it is a very important one. Okay, so this knowledge is a very important, so for developing the embedded. Okay, so it's a main important one. Okay, microprocessor and microcontroller, I hope all of you have knowledge in a microprocessor and microcontroller. Okay, so there's a lot of differentiations between the microprocessor and microcontroller, and we can use any one of that in some specific operations. For example, if you take a microcontroller, we can use the microcontroller for refrigerator, so for embedded systems, so for all the embedded systems. And microprocessor is for all the computer systems. We can use this microprocessor for our mobile phone and computer, laptop, so like that. Okay, so and then the other some hardwares and software. So what we need is sensors. It's a very important part of embedded system. Okay, so sensors. So sensors means it's nothing. It's a sensing device. It's like our human sensing organs. Okay, so there's a lot of sensors are available in the market. If you want to detect the temperature, means the temperature sensor are available. Okay, so just to take your mobile phone, inside of that mobile phone we have a minimum 20 to 30 sensors inside of that our mobile phone. So it have a MEMS sensor, it have a proximity sensor, and you have a fingerprint sensors, camera, etc. Okay, so it is very important for getting an input from environment. So then only we can use this input source for the next programming applications. Okay, so and after getting an input, definitely we need to work on that input, and finally we need to give us some output. So for the output process, definitely we need some actuators like our stepper motor, speaker, relay, buzzer, and LCD like that. So these all are the actuators, so because it gives us the output. Okay, so the first part is a input and the output devices, input devices and output devices, and we already talked about the microprocessor and microcontroller. There is a brain of the embedded system. Okay, so and then as I am told earlier, we need one programming language. Okay, so for example, if you take any one of a controller, then we can use a embedded C. Embedded C is the important programming languages. Okay, and as I told the example, if you take a Arduino as a microcontroller, means definitely we need a embedded C. If you take a PIC, if you take a ARM microcontroller, then definitely we need embedded C programming. Okay, so it's nothing but it's slightly different from the normal C program. Okay, so but if you take a Raspberry Pi microprocessor or any other, so we can use this Python programming language for Raspberry Pi and Jetson Nano like that. Okay, so programming language is very important for every embedded system as like a hardware. Okay, so and then wired and wireless protocols. So if we want to create a only embedded system, then we need some hardware, software, and some sensors and actuators, but we need some communication systems. So for getting a census value and giving it to the processor, and processor is working on that input value, and finally it give it to the actuators. So for this communication process we need some methods. Okay, and there is a two methods are there. The first one is a wired protocols. So we all know about the wired protocols, and then wireless protocols. So see, so for a communication protocols we can split it to the two part. First one is the inter-system protocol and intra-system protocol. Okay, so inter-system protocol means it's inside of that processor. So USB protocol, so we need to connect on we all know the pen drive and the card reader like that, no? So and the UART protocol, if you want to connect the GSM to your microcontroller, or GPS or camera to your microcontroller, we need a USB and UART protocol. Okay, so this is a single device, so the inter system protocol is enough for that. Okay, so and talk about the intra system protocol. For example, so you have a lot of sensors, you have 8 number of sensors, so we need to connect these 8 sensors into the some microprocessor at the same time. So that time we need a intra-system protocol, so I2C, SPI or CAN protocol. Okay, so I give an example. So see, take a CAN protocol, it's a controller area network. So just assume the car. Okay, see, inside of the car there's a lot of sensors are there. For example, the door opening closing sensor, and front camera and back camera. Okay, so and the seat belt sensor, and inside the inside of that it have one temperature sensor and accelerometer sensor. So there is a lot of sensors are there, and all the sensors are connected with a single dashboard. Okay, so just assume the connection, wired connection. So see the first image. If you didn't use a CAN protocol, so it looks like that. So this IO are the sensors, and this is the microcontroller, and these are the other devices. Okay, so it looks like that. But just see the CAN protocol. So it's a single wired protocol. Okay, so we can take all the sensors data to the one CAN controller, and this CAN controller is controlled, take the input from the sensors, and it's monitoring and it's controlling and give a proper output to the main processor. Okay, so here these are the companies are mostly using the CAN protocols. So it was developed by the Robert Bose, BMW and Rolls-Royce and Ferrari. So all the automobile companies are using this CAN protocol only, but it was created by the Robert Bose. Okay, so that's about the wired protocols, CAN wired protocols, and then move into the wireless protocols. So all of you know about the wireless protocols, no? So Bluetooth, Wi-Fi and Zigbee and LoRa, NFC. So see one thing, these all the communications is based on the radio frequency only. Okay, so radio frequency is the important one for wireless protocols. But these all the technologies have some slight difference. For example, if I take a Bluetooth, so it will give us some limited range only, and Wi-Fi and NFC is we need to touch our card into the reader, then only it can access the NFC data. And Wi-Fi, then we can take a Bluetooth and we can take a Wi-Fi. And LoRa, it's a long range, we can share the data from one place to another place using by the radio frequency within 5 to 12 kilometer. Okay, so that is the fantastic specification of LoRa. Okay, so nowadays the most of the companies are working on the LoRa. Okay, and we know about the 5G. No? Okay, so and so these all are the some devices like the, but see, wireless sensor network. So how can we use these all the things for some of the applications? For example, if you want to create a one wireless network, okay, so then we need to choose the protocols, Wi-Fi or Bluetooth or Zigbee or LoRa, anything. But these all the technologies is aligned by the some method, so that's called the wireless sensor network. For example, so here see, so there is a 6 number of emojis are there, so it's called as a slaves. Okay, so and this first 3 is for a first node, and this second 3 is for a second node. So these all the 3 was connected with the main master. Okay, so this called as a master, and these are called as a slaves. Okay, so this all the slaves is connected with the master, and the slave have some sensors. Slave 1 have some sensors, and slave 2 have some sensors, and slave 3 is also have some sensors. These all the sensors data is collected by the master 1. Okay, by the wireless sensors network. So we can use a wireless mode for as a Bluetooth or Wi-Fi or Zigbee or anything. So these all the slaves are connected with single master. As like that, for master 2 is also have some 3 slaves. So this 3 is connected with the master 2. Okay, so it's applications. For example, consider if you have a agricultural land, it have a 4 part. Okay, and every part have a separate motor supply connections. Okay, so you need to control, and you need to monitor the land, you need to control the motors, that okay. So at that time, so we can't apply the 4 number of microcontroller because it's a costly, no? So here I'm take one radio frequency device. So and that radio frequency device is have some sensors like a temperature sensor, humidity sensor, and soil moisture sensor, like that. Okay, so every field have some sensor network, and the sensor network have some sensors. And finally the master node is placed on them only one place. So then all the slave nodes are connected with a single master. So we can monitor all the field, all the 4 field from the single place. Okay, so these are the wireless sensor network companies. The most of the companies using this wireless sensors network for the data communications. Okay, so that's it. So that is the wired protocols and the wireless protocols. So these all are the companies that are using these 2 protocols. Okay, and then we move to the Internet of Things. Okay, so we already create a video for this Internet of Things, and it was posted on our channel. If you want a clear explanations about this Internet of Things, you can go through that. Okay, so after the session, so I will give us some short introduction about the Internet of Things. Okay, so Internet of Things, it means nothing. We can say like Internet for things. So things means, so we all know about every physical object is called as a things, no? So every physical object. Physical objects means, for example, if you are sitting on the chair, that is also the physical object. Then the table, it's the physical object. So here they told we can give us some internet connectivity to the chair and the table. Okay, so using by some methods. So that's called the Internet of Things. You can take any things in the world. So we need to give the internet connectivity to the particular thing, and we create one communication platform for the things using by the Internet of Things technology. For example, a simple method. Okay, so if you are enter into your home, your door have some sensor. So that door is detect to your arrival. Okay, and after enter into the house or home or room, so it will, the door was communicate with the fan using by the internet medium, and that fan was automatically on. So now these 2 things, the physical things, the door and the fan, is only communicate by using the internet. So that's called the Internet of Things. Okay, so as per the definitions, taking all the things in the world and connecting them to the internet. Okay, so I already told, so this is the master 1 and this is the master 2 and slave 1, slave 2. So these are the slaves connected with the master nodes. And here see, so I connect the master node to the cloud platform using by the internet facility, and here the master 2 is also connect with the cloud platform. Okay, so now this master can monitor this sensors data, the master 1's sensor data using by the internet. Okay, so that's it. So and we can use this IoT for variety of applications. So if you take a best example, it's a smart agriculture. So smart agriculture means it's nothing. So as I am told earlier, we have a four number of field, and you need to monitor this field from everywhere in the world. So that time we needed some sensors for monitor the field, and we needed some actuators like motor for control the field, for control the water supplies like that. Okay, so if you are using the some normal wireless protocols like Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, so it's only for the some limited areas. But if you are connect these nodes, the wireless sensors nodes with the internet, with the cloud, so we can monitor this land, monitor control our motor from everywhere in the world. Okay, so that is the main motto of smart agriculture. So in this running world, definitely we need this technology for every home. So because we have a lot of works, so we can't concentrate on a agricultural field. So at that time, so we need to monitor and control from the internet of things. Okay, so and we can use this IoT in agriculture as a variety of domains like diagnosis of disease. So if you are apply the another one technologies like artificial intelligence in the internet of things, so we can analyze the diagnosis of disease, and we can choose the perfect fertilizer for that diseases, and we can spray the fertilizer using by the drone like auto spreading. See here. So and the water stress, we can monitor the water level, and we can monitor the field from the drone, and soil erosion using by the soil sensors. So and we can monitor this all the data from the smart data technology. Okay, so in the cloud. So and next application is a very important one. It's a smart health. Okay, so in this world this is a very important for anyone. Okay, so here see the image. So it have a one wearable device as like our smartwatch, and that smartwatch is connected with our mobile phone, huh? So and using by the Bluetooth or anything. So mostly it's connected with a Bluetooth only. Okay, so it's continuously monitoring this wearable devices have a sensors like our it's sensing our heartbeat, and some other SpO2 level. Okay, so it will share this data to the smartphone. Okay, and the smartphone have a internet connectivity, so it's connected with the cloud. Okay, so this data is continuously stored in a specific hospital. Okay, so we can use this for the old age peoples. Okay, so for continuously monitoring their body activity. Okay, if they need any immediate help means that hospitals take immediate action and send the ambulance to that particular place. Okay, so not only this, in this corona situations, it's a very more important for every corona patients. Okay, so because we can't monitor the corona patients by touching. Okay, so we need some touchless device for monitoring the temperature and monitoring the heartbeat of the patients. So it's a very important one. Okay, so and then so smart home. So in this smart home, so we can use this internet of things device for surveillance the home, and turn on the home appliances, and the security purposes, and turn on the some other appliances. Okay, so some water monitoring and controlling like that. Okay, so and then smart appliances. So if you are entering into the home, so that home is also have a lot of appliances, and that appliances is also converted into the smart appliances. So simply take your refrigerator. So in initial stage, that refrigerator is also have some sensors, but it's only for monitoring the basic data for opening and close the door. So it's identify using by the some proximity sensor, and it will identify the temperature by the temperature sensors. These all are the very basic sensors. Okay, and after that I apply another one sensor to the normal refrigerator. That is a camera. There is an image sensor. Now this image sensor, that camera is capture all the things inside of the refrigerator. Okay, so that's the input capturing. Okay, and after that here I am added the another one technology like artificial intelligence. Okay, using by the artificial intelligence we can analyze the image. So what are the groceries, what are the vegetables inside of the refrigerators, it was identified by the artificial intelligence. Okay, we will talk about this later. So this artificial intelligence method is analyze all the things, and it will send the notification about this vegetables and all the things to our smartphone using by the internet connectivity. So if you are going for the purchase, you can easily monitor your refrigerator from anywhere. Okay, so this is the smart refrigerator. So, and nowadays we all are have a smart TV and smart AC, so all the things. So the normal refrigerator is converted into the smart refrigerator after I apply the internet of things technology and artificial intelligence technology. Okay, so I hope all of you understand this application. And then industrial internet of things, it's very useful for some hazardous industries like chemical industries and plastic industries like that. Okay, so because we can't monitor, we can't control the type of machines because it's very dangerous for a human, no? So we simply attach some sensors like smoke sensors or gas sensors inside the hazardous area of industry. So now this sensor is collect the informations about the hazardous gases, and these gases is stored into the cloud. So we can monitor the industry's gas and industry's temperature from everywhere in the world using by the internet of things. So that is very, very important. Okay, so it's totally changed the world. The internet of things is the next revolution of internet. Okay, so what we need, so what are the knowledges we need for creating some IoT applications? So first, as I'm told earlier, we need some sensors knowledge and actuator knowledge, and after that, so we definitely we need some programming skills, and then the server connectivity is the most important. Okay, and cloud platform and internet protocols. Cloud platform for store the data, for retrieve the data, so it's very important. Okay, so this is the four basic things for um, getting a well knowledge, well job in IoT field. Okay, so and then IoT related companies. So what are the IoT related companies nowadays running here? So first place is taken by the Intel. So it's a semiconductor. So because that all the fabrications are done by the Internet of Things only. So the production engineer, it's designed the semiconductor device from their home, from anywhere. So they can actuate, they can give us some command from anywhere in the world. Okay, and Microsoft, Cisco, Google, so these all are the companies are using the internet of things. So it was the report from IoT analytics. Okay, so then the another one, the emerging technology is artificial intelligence. Okay, so AI. So I hope all of you have a knowledge in artificial intelligence. Na? So artificial intelligence means it's nothing. We need to create the intelligent power artificially. That is called artificial intelligence. Why we need to create a artificial intelligence power? So because we all are the humans, we all are have a some basic knowledges, no? So, but this intelligence is for specifically a machine. Okay, so because the machines it knows only the zeros and ones. So that means power supply. Okay, at the initial stage, so it's take the only power supply, and after sometimes if you are giving a 0, it will take us a off condition. If you are give a 1, it's take us a on condition, and after some days it's evaluated to true or false and high or low. Okay, so it can analyze the normal words, normal English words. Okay, so by the programming language, so this is a basic programming language. So we can use this if condition for this method. If you are give a high means then need to take a we need to turn on the some particular device. If you are give a low, LOW means, so it's take a off condition. Okay, so but after some time, so this is the basic knowledge. So then we need a some extraordinary intelligent power for the machine. So that's why they all are created the artificial intelligence. Okay, so the artificial intelligence is started with machine learning technology. It's a basic machine learning technology. So I will talk about this later. Okay, so see the artificial intelligence said by the Sundar Pichai, CEO of Google. So it's may become more profound than fire or electricity. So we all know about it. Oh, how much of important for fire and electricity in our daily life. But he told the artificial intelligence is a very important compared with both. Okay, so why? So let's see the applications of AI, artificial intelligence. So the first is a map navigation. Okay, if you want to move into the another location, there was you didn't arrive the before times ever, so we need to know about the some particular locations. We simply type the name and location in a Google map, so it will give a correct locations, and it will gives us a traffic densities also. Okay, so traffic density, it's based on the artificial intelligence. So it's collect all the informations, it's collect the satellite informations from all the satellites, and that satellite it's collect the information from all our vehicles GPS data. So using by this GPS data and the moving time from one place to another place, so from these all the things it's collect the traffic density for a particular places. Okay, we'll see if it is mentioned a red color means it have a some high density traffic, and if it's a blue color means it's a normal. Okay, if it's a green color means it's very normal. So these all the things it's categorized and classified by the artificial intelligence technology only. Okay, it's collect all the vehicles GPS data from the satellite. So just think about it, how much of data are there. So these all the data are collected and analyzed by the data analytics method, and finally it's categorized, classified by the some machine learning methods. Okay, and finally it gives us some final output. So it's all by the artificial intelligence. So this is a very important application. Okay, so and see the second one is the recommendations. If you are take us some entertainment applications like Netflix, YouTube and Spotify. So if you are search any one of the song or video, so the next song is very related with your searched song, na? So this is based on that recommendation system. Okay, so for example, if you are search any one of the Tamil Ilayaraja or A.R. Rahman songs, okay, any one of the A.R. Rahman songs, and it will shows you the next A.R. Rahman songs. So because it's take a keyword of A.R. Rahman, and this A.R. Rahman is compared with all the previous datas, and it will show you up as a recommendation. Okay, so Netflix, YouTube and Spotify, so these are the very the most famous example of recommendation systems. Okay, so and then the security. So in our mobile phone and in our laptop and in our office locker or our smart home, like that. So here the fingerprint sensors, nowadays the fingerprint sensor is in a starting initial stage. The fingerprint sensor is taken only by the sensors data. Okay, so it's collect the sensors and it will match up with the some previous ID records. But nowadays it's all totally changed into the artificial intelligence. Okay, so then only it can give some accuracy. Okay, so it's a normal fingerprint method, so we all know about it now. And face recognitions, it's a very famous one security app na? So first initially we need to take a picture by the sensors, and then that picture, in the picture we need to find this face using by the image processing technology, and after that in the face, so we need to identify the some nodal points for matching with the face IDs. Okay, so it's done by the OpenCV. Okay, and finally it gives us a output as a the registered user or non-registered user, so like this. Okay, so security applications we all know about it, no? So and then the medical applications, the MRI scan report. So nowadays it's also all converted into the artificial intelligence method. Okay, so for the biomedical students, so it's a very important for getting a knowledge in artificial intelligence. Okay, so for this method only, if you are creating any one of the electronic devices for a particular medical application, then you can add that with some artificial intelligence method, so it will move on high. Okay, so then what are the technologies, the sub technologies inside of the artificial intelligence? As I told earlier, it started with the machine learning, and then deep learning, and NLP means it's a natural language processing. Okay, so and then the OpenCV. So these four things, it's a very important for AI developer or engineer. Okay, so first take a machine learning. Machine learning means it's nothing, it's like our human learning. So we are a human, no? So we are getting our knowledge from a past experience only. Okay, so that's your the childhood days. So we are analyzing the object, and we are studying about some one of the things from our parents, from our teachers, and our societies, like that, no? So but these all the things are done by only the experience. Then only we can get a some intelligent power. As like that, the machine is also need some memory power, like intelligence, artificial intelligence. We need to create a intelligence with a artificially. Okay, so that's why we need some experience. So this experience is given by the our previous data sets. Okay, so for example, if you are if you want to know about the fruit, okay, if you want to know classify the fruit, then you need to give us some experience of this fruit features. So we already done a webinar on this artificial intelligence in our previous days, so you can check it in our YouTube channel. Okay, so and then deep learning means it's nothing, the machine learning is only gives us a low accuracy, because of that have a some minimum number of algorithms and minimum number of some mathematical and analytics operations only. But if you are moving to the deep learning, it have a neural network based, it works on neural network based. So it will take a lot of data, it will require a lot of data sets, and these all the data sets are classified and analyzing and pre-processing by the algorithms of deep learning, and finally it will classify more accuracy when we compare with the machine learning. Okay, so and then NLP, it's a natural language processing, so I will explain about it. And OpenCV, I already told about the OpenCV, no? Open Computer Visions. Okay, just see. So what is the application of machine learning? For example, just take your email. So nowadays these all the email accounts have some one specific feature, na? So it's automatically identify the spam mails. Okay, so it's take some features from the previous spam mails, and this feature was compared with our new spam mails, new mails, and finally it's classified, is it a genuine mail or spam mail. Okay, so on credit card security. Okay, and yeah, this too is a very important application by the machine learning. Okay, so and then natural language processing. Natural language processing, as per the name, so we can speak with the machine, okay, using by our natural language. So I can use with the machine by my natural language Tamil. Okay, so interaction between the machine and human languages. Okay, and so in the initial stage it have a only text reader. Okay, if you write the data, and it was captured by the camera, and this camera image, it's given into the OCR, optical character recognition method, and then it will convert it into the text format. For example, if you are write the hello in a paper, you need to capture the image and give this image into the OCR, and this OCR is gives us a HELLO text. Okay, this is the initial method. But now we can say like hello, and the machine is automatically identify the HELLO. So using by this natural language processing only. Okay, so and the great example of natural language processing is our assistants. So if you take a Google Assistant or Amazon Echo or and Apple Siri, okay, so these all are the NLP applications. So it's recognize our voice, and it's recognize our normal language, and it's converted into the digital format, and this digital format is given into the data set, and finally it gives us our wanted output. Okay, So for example, simply I programmed the microcontroller, if that microcontroller it's getting a turn on light, okay, then that microcontroller it's need to turn on the relay of light. Okay, so now this text was given by the voice. So this voice is taken by the NLP applications, turn on the light, and this NLP is converted this turn on the light voice signal into the digital signal, and this digital signal given into the processor's if condition, and these conditions it check the data, and after verify it's take action based on this data. If you are given turn on light means it's turn on the light, if you say turn off the light means it's turn off the light. And if it have internet connectivity, so just assume if you have a internet connectivity on this Amazon Echo, then it gives us a latest news, latest updates. For example, simply, so what is the weather conditions today? So if you say like this to your Amazon Echo, so it will check with the weather report station, cloud, and some other weather applications, and it will give a exact prediction of the current weather situation. Okay, so and then so what is the job facility for AI engineer? So it's, if you are a AI engineer means the main role is the machine learning, data science, and software design and algorithm creations. Okay, so and so what we need, so what is our basic knowledge for this AI engineer means, so degree in a computer science or robotics or engineering or some other mathematics oriented courses. Okay, so and some MSc PhD. So it's not require the MSc PhD. If you have the basic knowledge on programming, okay, so any one of the programming, so we can create a AI algorithms by using the many programming languages, by Python or programming language or C programming language. These all are supported the artificial intelligence. Okay, so so what are the skills, the extra skills we need for develop the AI? So it means the data science and statistics. We need some mathematics knowledge and data science knowledge. So it is very very important, and as I'm told earlier, we need some programming knowledge. Okay, so the programming language is the secondary. Initially we need a mathematics related language knowledge. Okay, so and so just see the salary. So if you are a AI engineer, fresher AI engineer means you can get a $57,000. Okay, so like this, and take a average person and take a top person. Okay, so then I move into the image processing and OpenCV. Maximum I tell about this OpenCV application in the previous slides. Okay, so let's see the image processing. So image processing means nothing. Image processing and OpenCV is it's the same process, but it has some differentiations. Okay, so I'll explain the differentiation between the image processing and OpenCV. Okay, so image processing means we need to apply some process, some methods on the image. Okay, we need to apply some methods on the image. For example, if you take an image, that image have a more number of pixels. So because the group of pixels is called as the image, no? So and every pixel is have some color. Okay, so that is the image, no? So if you take a color image, then every pixel have some 3 colors. Okay, if you take a gray color image, grayscale image means it's have only 2 number of colors, black and white. Okay, so the main process of image processing is converting this color into the digital format. Okay, this is the first main process of image processing. And then if we want to enhance the image, for example, if you take the image in a light the low light mode, but for the processing, for the OpenCV processing, we need to improve this image. Okay, so then we can apply the image processing method enhancement on the image. So now that image was enhanced, and it was that enhanced image was given into the OpenCV for identification. Okay, so and if you have a old photos or old images, it have some scratches, some other dust like that, no? So we want to remodel this old image, then we can apply the image processing method. and after applying the enhancement, after applying the restoration, then this restored image and enhanced image is given to the OpenCV as a input. Okay, then the OpenCV is take a face recognition. Okay, so the image processing is only for identify the pixel values and enhance the pixel values. Okay, so this process, this types of process only, but this OpenCV is getting a data from the image. Okay, so getting a pixel values from the image, and based on that pixel values it will find some things. Okay, so it's based on our data set. For example, see this zip file. This is used for the emotion recognition. Okay, so here this lady, so initially it's in a neutral mode. Okay, the image processing is given the enhanced images to the OpenCV. That OpenCV is first identify the face of that frame by compare with the previous data set. Okay, a previous data set means so it's a features, it's some clues like that. Okay, so and after identify the face, so it will identify the some minor nodal points like our eyes, lips, nose, like that, and teeth, like that. Okay, so based on that features it will identify the emotion. So it's totally based on that artificial intelligence technology. Okay, so we can use this emotion recognition for the feedback, for getting a feedback from the users, and for getting a reviews from the viewers. Okay, so we can exactly getting a mentality of user or viewers using by this emotion recognition method. Okay, so and then transportation. So transportation means so the traffic signal, traffic density, for identify the traffic density. Okay, so it's under the smart city plan. Okay, so smart city means so nowadays also the policemen control the traffic signals, no? So we need to change this human method into the normal automatic method. So that's why we need some algorithms for identify the car, some data set for identify the car. So after applying the data set and the algorithms, so that machines can automatically identify the cars and other vehicles and the density of the traffic. Okay, and based on that traffic, so we can automatically change the traffic signals. Okay, so this is only under developing conditions. If you are expert in the OpenCV, you can, if you can finish it within 1 or 2 months, then you can get a big appreciation from the government. Okay, so we need some exact data sets, and we need some exact algorithms. So we need to create the algorithms for exact identify the traffic density. Okay, so this is the normal transportation system, and if we want to update with this system, then we can choose the number plate recognitions and speed detection. So these are the very important for the current situation, no? Okay, so and then the OpenCV is used for the graphics. Okay, nowadays without graphics there is no movies now. So that is very important. Okay, so and then automatic vehicles like a Tesla. So Tesla is a very famous one vehicle, no? So automatic vehicle. So for the automatic vehicle, it's need a human vision. It's need a more number of human visions, then only it can drive the vehicles. Okay, just see the image. This is automatically identify the roads and automatically identify the persons and the road signs. Okay, and based on this data, it's take action immediately. Okay, so for this process we need a artificial intelligence method and plus the exact communication method also. Okay, the data communications method. So and then, so what are the knowledge for being a OpenCV engineer? So definitely a programming skill, and matrices is important, so because all the images have a matrix only. Okay, and then mathematics and analytic knowledge. Mathematics is very important for every artificial intelligence methods. Okay, so these are the three important things for being a open civil engineer. Okay, so and then virtual reality and augmented reality. So virtual reality, so see the applications. So in this virtual reality, then we need some hardware. Okay, so it looks like the normal human vision. Okay, if you are tilt your head into the left side, so it will give a some fantasy things, fantasy animations like that, and we can use this the basic method into our virtual showroom like that. Okay, so if you are wear the virtual reality headband, then you can move into anywhere in the world. Okay, so just by wearing the single device on your head. For example, so here now I am in a Coimbatore, but I want to see the Dubai right now. So what is the only thing? So you need to take a flight ticket and move into the Dubai, and so there is a lot of irregulations now. But this technology is in a hand. So it's identify the MEMS accelerometer value for getting a tiltation of our head and the rotation of our eyes. So and based on this signals data, so it will shows the Dubai right now here. Okay, so and this the second image is also the smart shopping like that. If you want to enter into the shopping mall in your home, so it's the only method for that. Okay, not only the shopping, and we can use this virtual reality for a gaming purpose. So initially it started for the gaming only, and now only it's changed into the some more number of applications, converted to more number of applications. Okay, so and then augmented reality. So augmented reality means it's nothing. So, so it's also like a virtual reality, no? So this is the technology that presents us with virtual objects and virtual informations in our field of vision. Okay, for example, so see, if I am looking at the street, if I have one smartphone with the capability of augmented reality, if I looking at a street, for example, and point my smartphone towards the street, and this augmented reality, it may give me more information such as name of the temple, name of the shop, and name of the gyms and dentists that's all appeared in that particular street. Okay, so it was identify the place, and it was locate the place, and it was identify the informations of that particular place, and it will show in our smartphone. Okay, so see these zip files, you can get a clear explanations now. So here I'm just want to fit a one chair in my room, but I can't buy it and checking with our this particular place, so it's very complicated one now. So this is the fantastic application for the visualization. Okay, so these all the things are done by the virtual objects only. Okay, so and then robotics. So robotics means, so it's for the human. So we all know about the robotic, the purpose of the robotic and importance of the robotic. So it will very helpful for the humans, no? So and see for the okay, so for the robotics, so these are the three things very important for every robot. The first is a sense, and then the think and act. So as I am told earlier, for the sensing process we need some sensors, and thinking process we need some processing unit and the algorithms. Okay, either maybe it's a OpenCV algorithm or separate deep neural network algorithms, and for taking the actions we need some effectors or actuators. Okay, so this is the very important thing. Okay, so see, so what are the types of robots here? See, so just I list out the some types of robots, and where we using these types of robots. So for the first type is a stationary robot. So it looks like the but it plays around the only one place. Okay, so it tilted with a 360-degree, so it can take one object and fit it to the another side, and it can use for a welding purpose. I will explain it now. So this is the first type, the stationary robot. So and then the wheeled robot, it's like mobile robot, so we can use this for military field and agricultural field and the space research. Okay, and then the legged robot, like a humanoid robot. Okay, so and then the flying robot like drone, our drone, and then the swimming robot. So it's specifically for research under the sea water. Okay, so these are the some basic types of robots. Okay, and see here the industrial robot. So it was very helpful for the car manufacturing company. So mostly the first introducing by the BMW. This robots is using for the welding process. Okay, and the fixing process for screw tightening and the some mechanical fixing like that, and then for the spray painting like that. Okay, so and then warehousing. So just assume about the Amazon. So for a single day they get a minimum 50 lakhs of orders, no? So but all the orders is dispatched by the single day. So how can Amazon possible that? Make it possible. So see, this all the things is done by robots only. Okay, so it's getting your order from the cloud. Okay, and this information is passed through the some specific server to the robot, and the robot is particularly moved into the specific place and get the objects. Okay, that you are ordered. Okay, and the moving the order into the some another places and fix and drop it the particular the same QR code like that. So it's read the QR code and place the objects like. Okay, so and after that the second robot will come with the analyzing of QR code, and it's take this thing and it's move into the dispatching unit. Okay, so then only they can dispatch all the orders in a single day by using this warehousing robot. Okay, so and then further the next applications of warehousing is for assembly and packaging and inspection. Okay, so and then the fantastic robots, you all know about the Sophia robot now. So so just see the expression of this Sophia robot. So this is the only robot for getting a human's expression. Okay, so this robot is getting a some input from the camera, and this input analyzing our facial expressions, and this facial expression is compared with the data set, and finally it's express the same reaction in front of us. Okay, so it's get a citizenship by the UAE state. Okay, so and then the second is a dog, a robot dog. So it's very funny, no? So it looks like a dog and act like a dog. Okay, so it's very useful for our childs and some other old age peoples like that. And see the final military robots. Okay, so now it's in under training conditions, no? Okay, so and then the VLSI. So VLSI means all of you know about this, the very large scale integration is specifically for creating integrating circuits. Okay, now our mobile phone is also have a one processor and laptop, and some all the processor is also done by this very large scale integration method only. Okay, so and see the famous VLSI companies Qualcomm is introduced the new iSIM tech. So it's only updated on Jan 2022. So what does the update means? So the Qualcomm's new iSIM technology is good, bring better connectivity options to wearables, laptops and tablets. That means the Qualcomm is integrate the SIM card, integrate the default SIM card in their ICs. Okay, in their processors. So see, here are some specification of this iSIM. So smartphone chip maker Qualcomm has teamed up with Vodafone and France develop a new technology called iSIM. Okay, so this is the first point. And then see the most important point. So iSIM would allow companies to make more efficient use of space. For example, if you are remove the our SIM slot in our mobile phone, so it takes up a more number of places now. So for reducing this space, the Qualcomm is taking an idea of integrate the SIM card with the processor only. Okay, so that's it, guys. um, so these all are the important technologies of electronics. Okay, so now we started with the embedded system, the basic embedded systems, and internet of things, artificial intelligence, and open CV image processing, and the wireless communications. Okay, so and the finally we end up with a VLSI. Okay, so that's it. uh, Guys, if you have any questions related to these technologies, or if you want anything else apart from this session, so you can mention it in a chat box. Okay, I will explain and I will clear your doubts. Okay, so if you want to become a engineer or embedded engineer or IoT engineer, so we must need a own programming language knowledge. Okay, so programming knowledge and mathematical knowledge, and another important more than of that, we need some interest. Okay, so we need an interest, then only we can get a knowledge from all the societies, like we can update it only we are getting a interest. Okay, so that's it, guys. So create and encourage yourself and getting a interest, and be updated with the technology. Okay, so definitely you can get a better job so in electronics field. So guys, if you have any questions or any doubts related to these sessions, just mention it in a chat box, so I will explain and clear it. And guys, if you like this presentation and like this session, so kindly click a like button and share this with your friends. Okay, so and if you already subscribe this channel, then click a like button. Otherwise, if you are a new user, new upcomer, you can click a subscribe button and click a bell icon for getting a notifications about our upcoming events. Okay, guys, so is there any questions? So I'll waiting here for your questions only. Janita Edwin, no sir, thank you. And any other comments? If you don't have a doubt, means mention it in a chat box, like a Janita Edwin. Okay, guys, all of you getting some knowledge about electronics in these sessions. Yeah, anyone? No, thank you. And then, and guys, give your feedback in the comment sections after the end of the session. So you can give your feedback about the session in this comment section, not in a chat box. You can give a feedback in a comment section. Thank you, Dinesh, Ashok Kumar, and Sri Durga. So thank you for your appreciation. Okay, guys, and we will support you for embedded system, artificial intelligence, natural language processing, and blockchain, and Android development. So these are all the things that was displayed. So these all our the major technologies we are helping students and staffs and faculties like that. Okay, so this is our office address and the mobile number. If you want any help for a technical, so you can contact us any time. Okay, and once visit our office and you can get a more knowledge rather than that. Okay, okay guys, once again, if you are like this video, so kindly click a like button and share this video with your friends. So and guys, tomorrow is our next third day, the final day of Tech Hour 22. So it's based on electrical technologies. Okay, so kindly attend it and share these informations to your electrical students, electrical friends. Okay, so the certificates of yesterday and today and tomorrow session will give you within a 3 to 4 days. Okay, we will send this e-certificate to your registered mail IDs only. Okay, so check with the registered mail ID after 3 to 4 days. Okay.